Sam lived in a small town in Canada. He was an adventurous boy, always curious about the world. Sam loved reading books about different countries and cities. He often imagined what it would be like to visit those places. His favorite city was London. He dreamed of seeing the famous landmarks, riding on a double-decker bus, and tasting British food. Sam was a good student and a helpful friend. He was also very organized. He liked to make lists of things to do and places to visit. One day, Sam found out about an exciting opportunity. His school was organizing a student exchange program to London. Sam was thrilled. He wanted to make the most of his trip, so he started planning right away. Sam made a list of all the things he wanted to see in London. At the top of his list were Big Ben, the London Eye, and Buckingham Palace. He also wanted to visit a museum and ride on a boat on the River Thames. Sam borrowed a guidebook from the library and read about London's history and culture. He marked the places he wanted to visit on a map. His teachers and friends were impressed by his preparation. The day finally arrived. Sam packed his backpack with his favorite book, a notebook, and some snacks. He also packed a raincoat because he knew London could be rainy. Sam's school arranged for a taxi to take him to the airport. Sam was excited to fly on a plane. He loved looking out the window and watching the clouds. The flight was long, but Sam kept himself busy by reading and drawing in his notebook. When they landed in London, Sam felt a rush of excitement. The airport was huge, and there were people from all over the world. Sam took a train to the city. As he traveled, Sam looked out the window, eager to see the famous landmarks. On his first day in London, Sam went to see Big Ben. Sam was amazed by how tall and majestic it was. He took many pictures and wrote about it in his notebook. Next, he visited the London Eye. Sam loved the view from the top. He could see the whole city spread out below him. He also went to Buckingham Palace. Sam was fascinated by the guards in their red uniforms. He watched the changing of the guard ceremony with great interest. One day, while he was exploring a busy market, Sam got separated from his group. The market was crowded, and there were many stalls selling all kinds of things. Sam felt a little scared. He took a deep breath and remembered the map in his backpack. He found a quiet corner and looked at the map. He knew he had to find a landmark to meet his group. Sam saw a friendly-looking vendor selling fruits. He walked up to the vendor and asked for help. The vendor smiled and pointed him in the right direction. Sam thanked her and soon found his group. They were relieved and proud of how calmly Sam had handled the situation. For lunch, Sam decided to try some traditional British food. He found a cozy pub and ordered fish and chips. Sam loved the crispy fish and the thick, salty chips. He also tried a sip of tea and found it warm and comforting. Later, he visited a museum. Sam was fascinated by the ancient artifacts and the stories behind them. He bought a small model of Big Ben from the gift shop as a souvenir. It would always remind him of his wonderful trip. On his last day in London, Sam took a boat ride on the River Thames. As he floated past the famous landmarks, Sam thought about all the amazing things he had seen and done. He felt grateful for the experience and proud of how he had handled the challenges. He had learned so much about London and about himself. When Sam returned home to Canada, he couldn't wait to share his adventures with his friends. He told them about the tall buildings, the delicious food, and the kind people he had met. Sam's trip to London had taught him that planning and preparation are important, but so is staying calm and asking for help when needed. He also learned that the world is full of exciting places and friendly people. Sam's story inspired his friends to learn more about different countries and cultures. They all agreed that traveling was a wonderful way to learn and grow. Sam's trip to London was a memory he would cherish forever. And it was just the beginning of his many adventures around the world.
An adventurous boy. A boy who enjoys trying new and exciting things. Example: Jack is an adventurous boy who loves exploring the forest. Curious about something. Eager to know or learn about something. Example: She was curious about the stars and often asked questions about space. A double-decker bus. A bus with 2 levels for passengers. Example: They took a ride on a double-decker bus to see the city from the top level. Helpful. Willing to help others. Example: The store clerk was very helpful in finding the right size shoes. Organized. Arranged or structured in a neat and systematic way. Example: Her desk was always organized with everything in its place. Make lists of things. Write down items in an ordered sequence, usually to remember them. Example: Before grocery shopping, he likes to make lists of things he needs to buy. An exciting opportunity. A chance to do something thrilling or beneficial. Example: She got an exciting opportunity to study abroad in Italy. Thrilled. Extremely happy or excited. Example: He was thrilled when he found out he won the competition. A guidebook. A book of information for tourists about a place. Example: They used a guidebook to find the best attractions in the city. Preparation. The process of getting ready for something. Example: His preparation for the exam included studying every night. Backpack. A bag carried on the back, often used by students or travelers. Example: She packed her backpack with books and snacks for the hike. Snacks. Small amounts of food eaten between meals. Example: They brought snacks like chips and fruit for the road trip. Raincoat. A waterproof coat worn to protect against rain. Example: He wore a raincoat to stay dry during the storm. Feel a rush of excitement. Experience a sudden strong feeling of excitement. Example: She felt a rush of excitement as the roller coaster started. The famous landmarks. Well-known places or buildings that are easily recognizable. Example: They visited the famous landmarks, like the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Majestic. Having grandeur or beauty. Impressive. Example: The majestic mountains took their breath away. A busy market. A crowded place where many people buy and sell goods. Example: The busy market was full of vendors selling fresh produce. Crowded. Full of people packed. Example: The subway was crowded during rush hour. Stalls. Small booths or stands where goods are sold, often in a market. Example: There were many stalls selling handmade crafts at the fair. A friendly-looking vendor. A seller who appears kind and approachable. Example: They bought fruit from a friendly-looking vendor at the market. Handle the situation. Manage or deal with a particular set of circumstances. Example: He knew how to handle the situation when the car broke down. A cozy pub. A warm and comfortable bar or tavern. Example: They spent the evening in a cozy pub, enjoying drinks and conversation. Warm and comforting. Giving a feeling of warmth and ease. Example: The soup was warm and comforting on a cold day. Ancient artifacts. Very old objects made by humans, often of historical interest. Example: The museum displayed ancient artifacts from Egypt. Gift shop. A store that sells souvenirs and small gifts. Example: They visited the gift shop to buy postcards and trinkets. Souvenir. An item kept as a reminder of a place, event, or experience. Example: she bought a small Eiffel Tower as a souvenir of her trip to Paris. Take a boat ride. Go on a journey or trip in a boat. Example: they decided to take a boat ride on the lake. Feel grateful. Appreciate and feel thankful for something. Example: he felt grateful for his family's support during tough times. Adventures. Exciting or unusual experiences. Example: they went on many adventures during their summer vacation. The delicious food. Food that tastes very good. Example: she loved the delicious food at the Italian restaurant. The kind people. People who are nice and helpful. Example: the kind people in the village helped them find their way. Planning and preparation. The act of organizing and getting ready for something. Example: good planning and preparation are key to a successful event. Staying calm. Remaining composed and not getting upset. Example: during the emergency, she was good at staying calm. Asking for help. Seeking assistance from others. Example: he had no problem asking for help when he needed it. Exciting places. Locations that are thrilling and full of activities. Example: they visited many exciting places during their trip, like amusement parks and historical sites. Friendly people. Individuals who are kind and welcoming. Example: the town was known for its friendly people who always greeted visitors warmly. Inspire. To fill someone with the urge or ability to do or feel something. Example: her teacher's passion for art inspired her to become a painter. Cultures. The customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation or group. Example: they enjoyed learning about different cultures while traveling. Memory. Something remembered from the past. Example: the vacation was a wonderful memory they cherished. Cherish. To hold something dear. To appreciate and care for. Example: she would always cherish the time spent with her grandparents.
I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Please check out more helpful content on this channel. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos too.